A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Sam Ryder odds rocket ahead of Eurovision 2022 final. After winning the Italian national final last year, Sam Ryder's chances of a long career at the Eurovision Song Contest have skyrocketed ahead of the 2022 final.
The two Millet and Mawson hopes this is the start of a long and successful career. The 21-year-old could follow in the footsteps of Måneskin, who dominated the United States and UK before reaching the final.
Sam Ryder. The United Kingdom have been second favourites for Eurovision 2022, with Sam Ryder as their representative.
The odds have risen from 12 yen on Saturday to 15.12, a substantial increase for a country that has traditionally finished lower. However, Millet and Mawson are hoping Ryder's win will be the launchpad for a long and successful career.
The UK's judges chose Ryder's instant pop song over that of an established artist with a #1 album. The song was chosen because of its appeal to radio listeners and the instant appeal of the artist's voice.
Despite the high odds, Ryder is not getting carried away. He's flattered and is focused on delivering his best performance.
In the end, it's a matter of time before he makes his Eurovision debut. In addition to the odds, the song itself has received a warm welcome from both music lovers and viewers.
Twitter has been buzzing with comments declaring Ryder as the better choice over the past few entries and the UK's chance of upsetting its poor-finishing record in previous editions. The final is scheduled for Saturday night, and Italy hopes to have a full house.
If it works out, the country will have a full Eurovision audience for the first time since the COVID era. Kalush Orchestra.
The news that Sam Ryder has been chosen to sing at the Eurovision 2022 final has sent his odds skyrocketing. The talented English singer is hoping that this will be the start of a long career.
In the past, the UK has opted to send whatever they can find last minute, while Europe typically sends solid pop songs. The selection of Sam Ryder suggests that the UK has taken the time to consider what Europe will respond to.
While the Ukraine's chances of winning are pretty clear, the UK isn't out of the woods yet. The UK entrant will be hoping to earn enough points to claim victory.
The odds on Sam have increased rapidly in recent months, and he is now second favourite. His odds have rocketed to 8/5 of a point ahead of the final.
Despite the short odds, his potential to win has caused some pundits to reassess their predictions of country's pre-tournament favourite, Ukraine, is expected to win the competition.
However, the country has only won half of the contests in the last decade. It is also possible that Italy will not host the contest, which means it will be held in a different country.
If Italy does win, it will be the first post-COVID Eurovision. The odds are now rocketing ahead of the Eurovision 2022 final.
Måneskin. Following his triumph at the 2018 UK Song Contest, Sam Ryder odds are skyrocketing ahead of the Eurovision 2022 final in Turin.
After all, the judges were looking for an instant hit that would be easy to listen to on radio. Ryder's song is just that, an instant hit, and it was selected over the work of several well-established artists, including Lily Allen and Jay Ellis.
The United Kingdom's entry, Spaceman, is a song about cosmic loneliness and was written by vocal powerhouse Sam Ryder and Ed Sheeran collaborator Amy Wadge. The song is slick and dramatic, but its catchy hook may put off some listeners.
Nevertheless, the UK's chances are not in jeopardy. As long as Ryder is able to convince the judges, he could be a contender for Eurovision 2022.
A look at recent history shows that the UK is much more likely to finish last than first, a statistic that confirms what the oddsmakers have always believed. Britain will finish bottom. That's why most of its acts are at around 25/1, while Sam Ryder is 33/1.
Perhaps his odds of winning the competition have changed due to his success in TikTok. Or maybe his fans' hope is too high and the odds are wrong. Subwoofer.
Astonishingly, the UK has shot up the bookmakers' odds for winning the Eurovision Song Contest. Oddschecker, which compares the odds of 25 UK bookmakers, now has Sam Ryder as the second favourite to win.
Ukraine are still the favourites and Kalush Orchestra will perform their song Stefania. Despite this boost, Sam's odds are still low.
The band has a good chance of reaching the final, despite the recent events in Ukraine. The song was written on a hot day in a studio without windows.
It will be the band's first international performance since Russia invaded Ukraine. The band has had to secure special permission from the Israeli government to enter the country.
This is despite the fact that men of military age cannot leave the country. In the aftermath of the Russian invasion, the European Broadcasting Union cancelled the Russian entry and several countries demanded the ban be lifted.
Sam Ryder is now the fourth favorite to win the Eurovision final in 2022. The Oxentree Sam Ryder has become a sensation on social media.
His "Spaceman" draws inspiration from the likes of David Bowie and the Ziggy Stardust-era Elton John. The song relies on vocal acrobatics and he can't afford to take a nap after performing it.
It's no wonder his subwoofer odds have shot up ahead of the final. Cabanez Parma.
After winning the competition last year, Sam Ryder has seen his odds rocket ahead of the Eurovision 2022 final in Turin. His music is radio-friendly and instantly recognizable, which helped him stand out from the other entrants.
Unlike many of his peers, Ryder is not looking to make a quick buck at the bookmaker's booth. Instead, he hopes that this win will pave the way for a long and fruitful career.
In the past 2 years, the UK has been a dark horse in the contest, with only one male artist breaking into the top 10. However, this time around, the country has a bright future, as the TikTok star is set to perform his debut Eurovision entry, pop song Spaceman.
The contest is a complex and highly regarded competition, with many different factors that determine the winner. The United Kingdom is currently the second favorite at 15-2 to win Eurovision 2022.
However, it was 12-1 at the weekend. However, with a clear favorite in the Kalash Orchestra, there are plenty of other artists who are capable of stealing the show.
The Italians have won the Eurovision twice, but Sam Ryder can become the second Italian act to win the competition. Those two have been successful in their own countries, and they may be able to copy their success in the contest.
And the Norwegian electro duo Subwoolfer are also expected to make a strong impact. Kalash Orchestra's Stefania.
The UK is a long shot to win Eurovision 2022, but the bookies think Sam Ryder will take the crown. The TikTok star's popularity has helped him rocket the odds for the contest.
The song is called Spaceman, and it has already been performed all over Europe. Damiano, a fan of the song, gave Sam a shout-out on Twitter.
Duck's golden era is rapidly coming to an end, with their last win coming in the year 25. Their first win came in 1967, and their last was in 1997.
But it's unlikely that the country won the competition this year, so Ryder must do his best to finish in the top half of the contest, and avoid making the bottom 3. While the odds are high, the UK has a history of success at Eurovision, and Ryder is looking forward to continuing that tradition.
The band's journey to the Eurovision stage was tangled with the war in Ukraine. The singers, who call themselves the Kalash Orchestra, came second in their national selection competition, but were elevated to the Eurovision stage after the winner traveled to the Russian-annexed Crimea.
The winner of that competition, Suk, and the rest of the group, which includes their manager, had a very tight deadline due to the conflict, and had been practicing virtually until the final. Kalash Orchestra's Amen.
The odds on Kalash Orchestra's Amen to win Eurovision 2022 are sky high, and the group are one of the favorites. The six-piece ensemble is dressed in elaborate national costumes, with one member wearing a pink bucket hat.
Another member has patterned embroidery on his shirt, and the double bassist is dressed as a ball of yarn. The odds are increasing by the day, and the group is sure to win the Eurovision prize.
The group includes rapper Olchuk, multi-instrumentalist Ivor Didenchuk, dancer Vlad Kirachka, and Sapolka player Vitaly Dafik. Its unique sound combines modern sounds with traditional Ukrainian music, and the band's name is a nod to the city of Kalash in Ukraine.
The group's Amen odds are rocketing ahead of the Eurovision 2022 grand final, and they are currently 8.5 times as much as the Netherlands. The group's song Stefania, performed in Ukrainian, is one of the favorites for the Eurovision 2022 final, and its songwriter, Ole Suik, says the song was chosen for him by his mother.